A Kalamazoo man battling cancer during the pandemic is making music to help him through, and he's hoping that you can learn a lesson from his story when it comes to getting medical treatment sooner rather than later.
News 8's Kyle Mitchell has this story tonight.
Paulie Cohen has been a musician practically his whole life. But after decades of playing and singing music, he had never written songs.
I've been a multi-instrumentalist for a number of years, and I've always wanted to be able to write music, and I've never had any luck.
When the pandemic hit, he started working on an album for the first time and then received some difficult news.
I ended up with a cancer diagnosis, aggressive B-cell lymphoma. I was hospitalized in September.
When others might have put their dreams on pause, Cohen used the diagnosis as a catalyst.
You know, you start thinking about your legacy, you start thinking about different parts and pieces, and I realized I needed a distraction. You know, I realized that if I had a really immersive project, I didn't really think about all the what-ifs and all the worries.
Spending countless hours writing, composing, and recording music while undergoing 6 rounds of chemotherapy was far from easy.
There were a lot of times when I thought I was going to cut a vocal and went down and it wasn't even close.
Cohen kept at it, and just last week released his album, The Scenery, songs written from the perspective of characters in 80s movies.
It's a 10-track, full-length concept album. It's a seamless 1 hour and 1 minute of music.
Cohen even has a music video filmed inside a local barn. While he wants people to simply enjoy the album, he hopes his story encourages others to get treatment, saying he should not have waited to see a doctor when he had abdominal pain at the beginning of the pandemic.
I waited too long. I wasn't sure if I should go anywhere because I didn't want to get COVID.
But it is his response to the diagnosis that surprised him the most.
If you would have asked me a couple years ago what I would do when faced with something like a cancer diagnosis, I'm pretty sure I would say I'd crawl up and I'd sob and I would watch Netflix for 9 months. And I really love that I instead turned to music.
In Kalamazoo, Kyle Mitchell, News 8.